You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast with Humvee, Ilran, and DJ the DJ.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Rodney King should have got a head beat for driving drunk and being grown in a Hyundai.
Yeah, I said it.
OJ did it.
Yeah, I said it.
And they Rose Park ain't do nothing but sit up like every time. That's right.
Yeah, I said it. And another thing.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah, and we're back. It's the Yeah, I Said It podcast, episode number 77. Ilran is back.
J.A. to the Y Young. J Young, if you're slow. Hey there, how y'all doing today?
Yeah, buddy, and we doing the show too deep this time, man. Humvee couldn't make it. You know, this DJ's off week. But we had, it's going to be a short show and things, but we had a few things that we need to make sure we did, man. We couldn't skip this week completely.
Yeah, y'all got to forgive us. You know, we had a recording session, prior to this for the Bloodline project. So right now, me and Rand are both running on fumes, but we had to give y'all something, man. And here we are. I'm glad to be back. I've been gone the last couple of episodes. I've been doing some traveling. So I've been out of state, seeing the country. And
Out of state.
that whole thing, man. Yeah. So it feel good to be back, I mean, every time I go out of state, I say the same thing. I can't wait to get back home. I mean, ain't really nothing
Yeah,
like
no
nothing
place like
this,
home, man. No place like home.
Right. So glad to be back. Glad to be back on the podcast. Doing my thug thizzle
601-641-9474. Can I say 4?
for sure.
Y'all hit the hotline up, man. Drop us a voicemail. Let us know what you think, a comment, a question, and all that good shit. And
Cohorts and constituents.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And and what am I saying? The email. Okay, you can hit us up on the email if you don't want to call and drop the line for us to hear you talk. Be a part of the show. You can still be a part of the show by dropping an email at YeahISaidItPod. That's YeahISaidItPod at
Gmail.com.
.com.
Real shit, man. So what's been the move, Rand? I've been out of pocket the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? What's go down with it, man?
It's just, the
Oh,
Grammys and all of that, man. Whatever.
I'm not really a fan of
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Yeah, we just let y'all watch. I don't want to talk. Everybody else can talk about the Grammys.
The rappers I want to win never win. So Scarface never got a Grammy.
Yeah, man. Freestyle Bullet was just over here saying there was a long list of people who never got Grammys that you would think would have had something.
Right.
Namely,
See,
Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac never got a Grammy.
He said Ja Rule never got one.
Ja Rule never got a Grammy.
Ja Rule had a hell of a run in the early 2000s.
Man, did he?
He had a mean run, and he never got one. Nicki Minaj never got one. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
That's pretty. It was a long. I think he said Nas,
Jay-Z, Biggie. But see, I can't. I'm not throwing Biggie in, man. And unless y'all are new listening to the Yeah I Said It podcast, we don't, for the most part, give Biggie the same amount of praise as everybody else.
I do.
Shut up, Jay.
I do, Hill. But remember, I was like really the only Mobb Deep fan. Y'all really didn't care for.
No. What we talking about? Okay, well, I guess we'll have this conversation then. Shit. DJ's not here. Humvee's not here. I said we, assuming that you kind of got our side of things on this. So Biggie is the greatest compared to what? I mean, according to what?
So, see, this is the thing. I'm not saying he is the greatest. I'm saying he is a great. It's a difference.
According to what?
I mean, just according to impact on the game.
That's it?
He's got 2 very solid albums in his discography,
2 solid albums.
2 very solid. A lot of hip hop circles call them classics.
Okay.
Now, I didn't buy into the whole Biggie was the best rapper of all time or Biggie was the best, period, because he died when clearly he was getting washed by Jay-Z and Method Man on his own shit. But
okay,
I will give it to him.
So,
he is a great.
Okay,
he is a
so,
great.
So you on the same page as me and DJ then?
Okay.
When I say that, when I say we don't give them the same amount of praise as a lot of other people, is people will put them in there as one of the greatest of all time. We can say he's a good artist, a great artist.
Right.
But of all time, you got too many people that have way more accolades. And we're not saying that he couldn't have been. He didn't get a chance to.
Right. I'll go on record as saying my personal opinion. I think both of his albums were classics. That's my personal opinion. But that's still not enough to give him that greatest of all time push. It's just so many unanswered questions. It's too many what ifs.
Right.
So, I mean, you never know what direction he would have went. Same with Pac. And Pac has, a considerable amount of music out there.
Right, I was gonna say even prior to his death, he still gave us more than Biggie did.
But the post-death releases is kind of hard because
I'm not counting those.
Yeah, those you can't count them because that's not Pac's direction.
Yeah, I'm not counting those. I'm saying he gave you what, 4?
Yeah,
4 before he died.
Yeah,
and
absolutely, they
weren't like 2 of them shits was due. Nah, it wasn't none of that. So that being said, I know that's one of my I said it moments by saying what I said about Biggie.
Right.
It's not a shot at Biggie saying that he wasn't what people think he is as far as how his impact was on people.
Okay.
It's saying that you really just can't have that greatest of all time status with 2 albums.
No, you can't. You can't. I agree with that.
Shit, Jake.
My bad.
How your phone be on vibrate and still make that much noise?
My phone be tripping. But
okay.
Okay. So we on the same page with that.
Yeah.
We on the same page for sure. I thought it was going another direction. I'm like,
Nah, I'm not being a hater.
Okay.
I'm just saying. 601-641-9474.
But speaking of Biggie, I remember being in a session with a legend, and he kind of the opposite. Like he wasn't really feeling Biggie. He didn't think Biggie deserved the accolades. So
I don't completely disagree.
Yeah, it goes
because like you
ways.
said, man, in comparison to Method Man and Jay-Z,
he clearly got washed.
Biggie's not outshining them two when it comes to rapping.
Nah.
He may have had a bigger image, and still not a bigger image than Jay-Z, but a bigger image.
Yeah.
And, people had a feeling about him from where he was from. All that plays a part. But as far as rapping,
because if you look at it, during the time of Biggie's heyday and his death, him being from New York, and New York was kind of at the time still the cultural center of hip hop. This is before the South rose to prominence. The West Coast, they had their, they was doing what they was doing, but New York was kind of the center of everything at that time.
Yeah.
So
and it had been for a long time.
Yeah. So that
it was
played
shifting
a part.
though.
That played a part.
It played a big part, man. The Tupac saying his name so much played a big part, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's not the topic of conversation today. That's just where it went.
Yeah.
But we are going to talk a little bit about the Migos and Vic Mensa.
Hey.
And who else? Was there somebody else that we said we were going to talk about?
Shit, man. I don't think so.
Yeah, musically, no. Nah, we going to say those. I'm going to comment on this Kim K picture.
Yeah,
and then we go get to some voicemails.
We got to relax. So, I before we go any further, since we in the music mode, I've been traveling, and I don't know what the hell it is, but I've been listening to a lot of Fat Joe lately. We never really discussed Fat Joe. What's your feelings on Fat Joe?
I think Fat Joe may be underrated.
Okay.
Because the music that he makes, I haven't heard much music from Fat Joe that I didn't like.
Okay. We in the same boat. In the same boat.
But I can also say I haven't heard a whole lot of Fat Joe music either.
I've been listening to a lot of Fat Joe lately. And I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about the singles. No, I'm like the modern singles. I'm Flo Joe. Shit is real Fat Joe. Like, I went back. Like, Fat Joe, he got this energy about him as far as his delivery. Like, he's got a cold, like Fat Joe, he's one of them rappers. Listening to him rap, I believe he really will punch you in the face. just the way, you know, he spit. Like, I believe, like, yeah, this motherfucker might do something. I might need to relax when I meet him.
That's a big old dude, too.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, you know, that's just, you know, some off-the-record shit. I've been listening to a lot of Fat Joe, so shout out to Fat Joe if he's listening. You never know.
You never know. I hope we didn't piss you off when we're talking about Biggie. I don't know what direction you would go with that. Just to clear it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. But
ain't no pump.
But because a lot of people hear that first part and they don't really care what you say after it.
Right.
I'm not taking nothing from Biggie for what he did.
You can't.
What I'm saying is, in comparison to the rest of the people that you would call the GOATs, the greatest of all time, his stats won't match up.
I mean,
he didn't have the opportunity. You can't do that. Like, what would a Penny Hardaway would have been?
Because let's be real. There are rappers from that era comparable as far as talent-wise.
Right.
But this is the thing.
That impact was different.
This is the missing piece, yeah, but they didn't have Puff Daddy in their corner either.
Right.
They didn't have Puff Daddy. See, a lot of people don't realize that Puff Daddy was responsible for a lot of the success. He was picking records, producing, like, you know
what?
A lot of that was his vision.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And that plays a huge part.
That because I remember, I don't remember if I was watching an interview or something, but it was something along the lines of like, Biggie would not have picked those records to do that Puffy did.
Nah,
he didn't. He didn't really care for the type of stuff that Puffy was trying to do.
Right.
But he had to trust him.
Right. So I mean, if you look at it, like, I mean,
and that's it for the Biggie segment.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now let's talk Migos.
So I got into their new album, and my thing about it was it just all started to sound like one song. It just one long song. You know.
I haven't listened to it, but I could assume. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna feel about this the same way that I felt about Young Thug with the, what was it, Barter 6?
Yeah.
And probably 21 Savage.
21 Savage's music is kind of a guilty pleasure for me.
Like, when I listen to it, I don't knock anybody that likes it, because they do what they do very well.
Right.
But they do it to death.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like I say, it's almost like listening to that project, it gave me like tunnel vision of sorts, I would say, because, like I say, it just started sounding like one song, one long, continuous song, more than, you know.
Yeah, they not switching tempos up too much.
Right.
Who was that? Somebody else just put out a album. G-Eazy.
I
felt that about G-Eazy's album.
Yeah.
And G's, like, these guys, with the exception of 21 Savage. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I said it. With the exception of 21 Savage, these guys have an appeal as far as what their music sounds like and how they rap. and the things they say. They have an appeal.
For sure.
I leave 21 Savage out because his delivery, he doesn't give you any energy at all.
At all.
But that's him, and it works for him, apparently.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be talking about him if it didn't.
Nah.
So these guys give you an energy. They have an appeal to them.
Right.
And they're all different, and they're all good at it. But you got to give some. When you have somebody listening to an album, and 5 songs in, you may not be able to tell that you've listened to 5 songs.
Yeah.
You got to give them something, man.
And that was the thing. That was my thing. Like you hit the nail on the head right there. And so it was kind of, and I tried twice. I tried in the gym and I tried at the car, and I just really could not. I couldn't get through it. I couldn't get through it.
Yeah, there's certain things that I pass on, man.
Yeah.
And I know I'm still stressing that these guys have an appeal. They have some talent.
Oh yeah, they do. That's undeniable.
Because I'm kind of feel like I'm like backslide a little bit, like I'm supposed to go hard on them, but I don't feel that way, dog.
Yeah.
I don't want people to misconstrue what I say.
Yeah.
I want people to really get like, because it's like when Joe Budden came out. Oh, that's a good segue. But when Joe Budden came out talking about cats, and then this mumble rap became a thing,
right?
It sounded like, and I heard a lot of it. Old cats hating on young cats.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing I want to do, is start hating on young cats.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the music that we listened to back in the day, it was plenty bullshit.
Plenty.
So it ain't gonna be no hater.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably check the Migos out just on a whim. Like I don't have nothing else that I can pull up. Migos pops up.
I checked it out because I genuinely can get jiggy with some of their music. Like.
Yeah.
So, I was looking forward to checking the project out. It just, this one didn't move me. I can't see myself caring about listening to them when they're on the radio all the time. That's another thing. Overexposure.
That's me personally. If you on the radio all the time, I don't see myself turning on your song.
Yeah. But let's get to Joe Budden's.
Yeah. So.
Joe Budden.
Yeah. The one that the Migos referred to as
a hater.
Yeah. Which I'm not going to completely disagree with.
No, it's definitely some shade. So
Vic Mensa, who's also a great rapper who put out a really good project.
Man,
that thing was hard.
Didn't he? Yeah.
That thing was hard.
Yeah,
that's what I needed to pull up, because I was looking for something to
show.
listen to, and I didn't know who I liked at the moment.
Right.
That's something I should have pulled up.
Man.
I'm going to be jamming Vic Mensa tomorrow. Anyway, he did a diss track towards Joe Budden. Thoughts?
Okay. Vic Mensa may be a formidable opponent for Joe Budden. Joe Budden, from my understanding, he's semi-retired from rap. That diss record was good enough to get him in the booth.
So I was listening to the Joe Budden I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast yesterday.
Okay.
And he said something along the lines, and I don't think I was listening to the most up-to-date one, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he said there was one rapper that looks like he's going to have to come out of retirement for. He's willing to come out of retirement for.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if that was Vic Mensa, because I don't know who we could be referring to.
Yeah.
That's active in the music these days.
Right.
That he would care enough about to come out of retirement for.
But this record was definitely a good diss record. A good record.
Was it a great diss, though?
But we all know where this is going. This is Joe Budden element.
It is.
He thrives on this kind of stuff. So, as good as that record was, Joe Budden finna eat this boy food, man. This is what Joe Budden do. This is what he do.
I can't see him losing a battle to Vic Mensa.
Nah,
man.
he's not gonna lose his battle. Not on wax. Not on wax.
Cause Vic, see, this is what it is. Vic Mensa is a good rapper. Therefore, his fan base are gonna know good lyrics when they hear it.
Yeah.
So now that puts him kind of at equal range with Joe Budden, because
He's a formidable opponent.
if you
He
don't
is.
like Joe Budden, but you're listening to the battle because you like Vic Mensa, and you hear Vic Mensa, like, you know, there's some people out there that have a song that they like and not realize how hard it really is because they're really just listening to the beat.
The beat, yeah.
But I don't hear Vic Mensa like that because I don't see him on the radio and stuff like that all the time. So I assume that his fan base is grassroots.
Yeah.
Which will make a whole difference in the way this battle comes out.
Yeah.
Because now you got people who are paying attention. So Joe, if he doesn't win the majority of people's opinions on this, he's gonna win enough, right?
Absolutely.
It ain't gonna be no landslide.
Nah.
Even if it does garner the hater vote.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Nah.
That's just ill mind of ill ran. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Cause I was checking out Hobson too.
Yeah.
And you know he has a series called Ill Mind of Hobson.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do an Ill Mind of Ill Ran.
The Ill Mind of Ill Ran.
Can I pull it off?
Go for it. Go for it.
Ill Mind. Because people talk to me, and it doesn't take them long to notice that I twist a lot of things. And somebody brought up, like, I had to explain to them that I wasn't always like this. I didn't always look for the flip side of whatever it was that somebody was saying. They made me like this, Jay.
So it's their fault.
People.
It's people's fault.
It's people's fault. Because for a long time...
So no self-accountability here at all.
Not at all.
It's people's fault.
It's completely people's fault.
Well, okay.
Cause like I was saying, for a long time, if I said something that came off as not as popular opinion or something like that, I would just fall back because I felt like maybe I was wrong. Then I realized that people are stupid. I kind of, in general, it seems like people don't think for themselves.
No, they don't.
So now whenever I'm having a conversation with somebody, if they say what you can expect for them to say, I find a way to flip it and say the opposite.
Fuck Donald Trump. Why you don't like Donald Trump?
I would exactly do that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when they start trying to explain it,
he racist.
I will break that down.
He racist. Really?
How so?
Yeah. I'm not disputing that. I just want to know if you know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I do it all the time, man.
Yeah.
I piss a few people off. I don't do it on purpose. I had this one chick actually mad at me. And I was talking about, okay, I'm going to go into this little story. We're going to get back on some music shit.
All right.
It is the Yeah I Said It podcast with Ill Rand and Jay Young.
That's right. 601-641-9474.
Can I say four?
For shit show.
So I told somebody that buying a house is not your biggest investment because it's not an asset. Most people say that your home is your biggest asset. Am I right?
Yes.
You've heard that before?
Plenty of times.
Now, what is an asset?
An asset is something that benefits you that you can use as gain.
It brings value to you. Usually monetary, right?
Right.
So, are you making any money out of your place?
Nope.
I'm buying a house, and I have not made any money out of this house.
Nope.
I've paid way more money out of my pocket to live here than I thought I would.
I've also heard, on the contrary of houses being a big asset, that houses are big money pits.
Yes.
I don't disagree.
I don't either. I disagree with people saying that they're assets,
Right.
because if it's not bringing you any income, but it's costing you money, how does that make it an asset? That sounds like a liability.
Because you can sell your house.
You have to sell it for it to be an asset then.
Right.
So while you're living in it,
It's not an asset. It's a money pit.
okay, just saying that just so I should give y'all a little piece of what I'm talking about here. Because the chick was mad, and I don't know why. I think she was mad because I told her that most people just regurgitate what they've heard without ever thinking about it.
Absolutely.
So they say,
Absolutely.
because they've always heard that buying a home is an asset, which doesn't make any sense.
In today's America, buying a home is not an end game at all.
Now, I would say it's much better than renting.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to at some point plan on owning something versus paying for something all the time for the rest of your life.
Right.
But that doesn't make it an asset. It gives you a place to live. But that's all I was saying. And I pissed some people off, and I had people scratching their heads and looking at me sideways.
The thing about it, too, is like even after you finish paying off a home, that home could still be taken from you.
You still got to pay taxes.
You still got to pay property taxes.
All in all, get what you want. Pay for it. By its value.
Life, man.
But don't make it seem like... Anyway, okay, never mind. So the Migos said they're the greatest group
Of all time.
So the Migos say they the greatest group of all times.
Of all time, y'all.
Jay Young,
Yo,
what say you?
the Migos are not the greatest group of all time.
Really?
So you gonna tell me? Now I know their opinion is probably based purely on the success that they're having, because they having a run right now.
About how long is their run? About 5 years?
We coming up on about 5 years. When Versace came out, about 2013. Yeah.
So they've been having a pretty good
So
run for the last 5 years.
run. So I think that claim was based on commercial success that they're having. I'm not mad at it, but when we just break down just the bare bones and just the music, hell no.
They've had a pretty good impact.
But that was about to be my next point. They have had a good cultural impact, but
They're doing better interviews now.
I haven't even seen.
I think we can shout out Joe Buttons for that one.
Is Joe Budden?
Joe Budden. I'm only saying Buttons because I know the dude's name. I'm only saying it because I keep hearing people say that.
I know. I wonder if you get tired of people saying that shit like that.
Buttons.
Like, nigga, it's Button. There's no S on the end. But anyway, listeners,
It's
y'all
Budden.
tell us what y'all think, because I don't agree with them being the greatest group of all time. I just don't agree.
They think they're the Beatles.
Because they've done their thing. They've done their thing, but Outkast had a nice run.
Yep.
Outkast had a nice run, so I think Outkast had something to say about that. I think Wu-Tang Clan had something to say about that. Them niggas still selling music and merchandise in fucking Japan. Damn it.
I'm trying to run through some things in my mind. Yeah.
Damn near 30 years later. So I think Wu-Tang would have something to say about that. You know, if we talking about cultural impact, NWA would like a word with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hell, the Ghetto Boys might want to say something to you about this.
Mind playing tricks on them.
You know what I'm saying? So,
D12.
you gotta relax. If we gonna say D12, then we could say 2 Live Crew.
I almost said 2 Live Crew. I was gonna throw that in there.
We could say 2 Live Crew. You know.
I wasn't really gonna say D12.
Okay. But I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's you know.
It ain't really that. I can give them points for believing in themselves to that. Like I wouldn't say that they can't say that.
Yeah.
Because that I'm not as in tune with them and their fan base.
I'm just not inclined to give them that title.
Yeah, I'm not inclined to give them that title.
Inclined to give them that title.
They have reason to believe,
yeah.
And I'm not gonna knock that.
And I think it's, you know, a big part of that reason is the success that they're having, their run. You can't dispute that.
Yeah, that means something.
But I just personally, just knowing what I know, I can't give it to them, man.
Have you been seeing things about Lupe and Kendrick having words about Lupe saying that Kendrick has borrowed things from him?
Lupe's borrowed, not Lupe. Kendrick has borrowed from Lupe. He's borrowed heavily from 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
He has. I mean, these are facts. Listen to
or some hellified coincidences.
Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, come on. Do you think Kendrick gonna bark up that tree?
Look, let me say this. Kendrick can use his style and his ability to his advantage in this situation. Bar for bar, no.
Leave it alone.
No. I'm not giving Kendrick bar for bar against Lupe.
I ain't giving Kendrick bar for bar against J. Cole.
No. I'm not giving him bar for bar against J. Cole either.
And I ain't giving J. Cole shit on Lupe. So, there you go.
Well, there's that. Yes.
Yeah, I heard it though, and I agree. Like, yeah, he is.
No, that's not a battle that I'm looking to see happen though. Like, I don't anticipate that coming to a head like that.
Nah.
Nor do I care if it does.
It makes for interesting talk though. It does. Cause I mean, you got to think about what if. The what ifs. Cause have we seen Lupe in this capacity as far as like battle?
I can't say that I have.
I mean, we know Lupe is a God tier rapper, but
so was Nas.
Yeah, but can he hold his own? And
all he needs is one ether.
Yeah,
he only needs one ether.
But I mean, you got to think. You know, battling is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game.
It is.
You don't got to be the most lyrically gifted dude,
but you should
to crush somebody.
But you should be. At this point, you should be.
History's proven otherwise, though.
That's
you should.
history.
I hear you. You should be. You definitely need that arsenal. But when we talk about guys like 50 Cent, you know.
But that's what I was gonna say. There was a point when the entertainment value became prominent in the battle. At this point, I don't think that's it.
Right.
I don't think you can just make a song and not throw some real nice slugs, like a lot of them, and win the battle.
So, do you see the game coming back to the lyrics?
Yes. but not overshadowing what everybody else is doing. Because when you listen to, and I'm starting to not like the term mumble rap being used for this current state of hip hop. But these guys, not all just saying a bunch of shit. Like, they're actually rapping.
I agree.
At least some of them.
I agree.
At least some of them. Now, I don't agree with Lil What's-His-Face saying he's better than Tupac.
Who said that?
Man, was it Extension?
That little nigga can rap, Rand.
Better than Tupac?
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying he can't rap, because that's the point.
Rap.
That's the point I was making, though, is that you got a lot of these cats.
Nah, he's a bit ambitious with that statement. That's being ambitious right there.
Right. You got a lot of these cats that are doing stuff that's we may consider mumble rap,
right?
Just for lack of better words, but they're not bad rappers.
I got you.
Everybody's not Lil Yachty.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? But the dude was like, "Man, I'm better than Tupac. Stop comparing me to him."
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Shit, bruh." But that I would attribute to people kept bringing up Tupac's name, as in like, these new cats out here don't rap about nothing. Y'all don't have nobody like Tupac. I grew up listening to Tupac. I can see that becoming a thing.
Yeah.
A button to push.
Right. It's a completely different generation. I think Extension, however you say Buddy name. Extension Cord. I don't think Buddy might have even been alive when Pac was doing this shit.
He couldn't have been.
So
he could have been, but
we talking about a different generation of fans now. My 13-year-old son listens to him. You know.
Yeah, because I'm not a Curtis Blow fan.
Right. So I mean, these young guys now, man, they just trying to make their mark. The same way Nas did when he came out. The same way M did. The same way J and Big. Like, these young guys is trying to make their mark. And they not here for the comparisons, I guess.
I get it.
They not here for the comparisons.
I just wish they would quit saying shit like that. I wish that would quit being a thing.
Right. I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, man, there's got to be a certain level of respect, though.
That's it.
There's got to be a certain level of respect for the people that laid the groundwork for you to even do what you do. So I can see both sides of the story, but you know, me being an older head, I mean, you gotta come in the game with some kind of respect. You know,
you should.
Yeah.
You can't be young and dumb forever.
Right.
Okay. We gonna slide a little bit away from this music for a second.
Slide, slippity slide.
Nigga.
Head ass.
You sound like an old nigga.
Talking about.
So Kim Kardashian put out a picture on her Instagram of her nakedness.
That nigga said nakedness. That nigga said nakedness.
Kim posed in her birthday suit.
You can see her thingies.
Now, I'm not going to talk much on this. Only thing I want to say is we're not going to talk about Kanye because Kanye he's a different type of guy. He's Kanye.
Nigga's a cuckold.
Damn.
That nigga is a cuckold.
Golly, man.
Man, look here, man.
Ding.
Look here, man. I'm finna have me a yeah, I see it moment. Look here. Man, I don't know now, nigga. There won't that many people looking at his woman ass, dog.
Golly, man.
That nigga a cuckold, man. I don't want to hear that open-minded shit. Fuck that. That nigga getting off to that shit, bro.
I guess, man.
Well, man, too many people finna just be looking at my woman ass like that before I have to say something.
Yeah, I guess at some point.
At some point, like, nigga, like, hey, y'all gonna respect me. God damn it.
My thing is that it's the internet, man. That stuff never goes away.
Man, she don't give a damn shit. She like the attention.
Apparently. But
you
you're
know,
a mother, man.
Yeah, she a mother, but, you know, she also get paid every time she posts something. That's a check.
Does it have to be her nakedness?
Man, shit, her nakedness brought her in the game.
Yeah, I know.
That's what brought her in the game was nakedness, man. You know, she got to show that cock every about 9 months.
This
we got to see a shot of the cock about 8-9 months. So yeah, we about to do. When she break the internet, was it like 2016, some shit like that?
I don't know, man. I don't keep up with Kim Kardashian nude pictures.
She'll throw a nudie out there every once in a while just to get people talking. You know, we done all seen it at this point.
And apparently nobody's tired of seeing it.
They've seen a whole flick and everything. And every time...
We're not going to talk about that.
Nah, that was some bullshit. It was, man.
Anyway...
I mean,
601-641-9474. Call the show and say something. Shit. Yeah, I said it.
Tell me I'm lying.
You not lying.
All I want, you can call 601-641-9474 and say, Jay, your ass is lying. Man, come on, man.
All right, last thing before we get to these voicemails.
All right.
State of the Union. Our president, what's his name? The Donald, did his 1 year,
oh man,
whatever you call it. Did you watch it?
I was in the gym, so you know when you in the gym, it be on, but the volume don't be on. So yeah, that's about what I got out of it.
So you didn't care what the president was talking about?
I give a fuck less what the president talking about, man. I give a fuck less, man. This dude got the lowest approval rate ever of any president.
Really?
Any. He's got the lowest approval rate. Lowest approval rate ever.
DJ, we need you to fact check that.
Man, DJ, fact check it. It's the lowest.
The thing, because I did catch bits and pieces of it. For whatever reason, my TV was on and it wasn't on Netflix or YouTube.
Or porn.
No porn.
Rand, you gotta watch Rand.
No, you don't.
Rand be tripping.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Y'all go to bed.
Anyway, man, God damn it. So I'm watching a little bit of the Donald. I don't like the way his mouth moves.
What the fuck? What kind of shit? This nigga said his mouth moves.
I don't like the cut of his jib.
This nigga Donald Trump got to be the most hated man in America now, dog.
The more he talks, the more I want to smack him.
People just genuinely just don't like this dude, man. Like,
and it's crazy because it hasn't been that way.
Like, that motherfucker say, I don't like the way his mouth moved.
I don't. It bothers me.
I don't like his face. Like, damn, man.
It bothers me, dog. You know how,
boy,
have you ever watched somebody who, like, when they talk, their tongue seems to flap around in their mouth, and then you notice it?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time they're talking, you don't really care what they're saying.
You
just
fixated on that tongue, man.
That's how it is with him. The way he moves his mouth. It's not his tongue, but it's the way he moves. I'm like, why do you hold your mouth like that? Anyway, moving on. Well, not really moving on, but moving past that shit.
Fucking Donald Trump, man.
It seemed, and I can't quote any of this because I'm not going to look it up. I'm not even going to paraphrase. It seemed like every time he said something that sounded good, he backdoored with some shit that he should have just kept.
Now he started feeling himself when he got that. When you get that reaction when you say some shit. You're like, I'm finna backdoor with some more.
It seemed like he would say something that's pleasing.
Right.
That people could say, oh, okay. And then he'll say something else, like some underhand slide and a quick little jab underneath at somebody. You like, how you gonna say
that's a negative ass dude,
we're doing better with this, our immigration, we're having citizens come in and do great things, even though some of them are criminals and rapists.
Bro, our president is a whole rapper. This nigga's a rapper. Like, come on, man. He be on Twitter talking shit.
Yeah.
He be dissing other nation leaders of other nations.
He's a thought.
Like the nigga's a rapper.
Golly. I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to put that.
Come on, man.
No, I'm not with that.
Come on, man. Donald Trump is a rapper.
Crickets. Just crickets.
I'm telling you, man. He for shit show ain't no politician.
No, not at all.
He's not a politician. He's a fucking rapper.
Man. Okay, we finna get to these voicemails. How long we been on this? We going on an hour. That's good enough.
We supposed to be done by 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a short show, man.
Talking about Kim Kardashian titties and shit. And stuff.
Fucking with Jay.
Talking about titties. and stuff. I'ma chill, man. Cause this shit, boy, me and Rand, this shit to go left fast.
I'm surprised we made it this far.
Man, tell you. What we got?
I'm trying to crank up this voicemail.
All right.
Look like we got two.
Okay.
Two quick ones. We gonna see. Why I say my number's inactive?
Shit.
No, it still worked though. Like I'm still getting a voicemail. What the fuck does that mean? All right, let's check out these voicemails. Oh, from our Yeah I Said It podcast listeners. That sounded kind of funny. That sounded like I was making fun of people.
Yeah, you were.
I wasn't.
Yo, what up? It's Reese. Glad to see most of y'all back together. Y'all big Jay. But anyway, I'm gonna have to call out the number one hater on the podcast, and that's DJ.
Uh-oh.
See, DJ, you gotta use that same energy when you're talking about Zero because you don't. For all the reasons you say Drake is whack, it's all the reasons that Zero is not good. And when you're grading Drake as a singer, you need to grade Rosa Bantroff as a singer as well. And you don't do that. And you're talking about basic rap. Again, I always done it before. But he's the most basic rap I ever heard in my life. Don't get no more basic than Zero. So, anyway, I just thought I'd take me a little shot of gotta use that same energy like Charlamagne. But anyway, if I could come up with something else to ask you guys, y'all call back. Like I said, good to see you guys back later.
Well, Reese, I hate to disappoint you, but by this time, if you're listening, you've noticed that we're not all back again. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. But let me say this about the Zero versus Drake thing. Drake is a better rapper than Zero. Not a better singer. I listened to Zero. I've heard harmonies. You have to know how to sing to put together a 3-part harmony.
I've been in the studio with Ro. That nigga can definitely sing. He's definitely a better singer than Drake. Definitely. I've seen it with my own two. Zero is a good singer. He can definitely sing.
That being said, let's move on to the next one, which is also by The Reese.
The Reese.
Shout out to the Shoot from the Hip.
Shout out to them.
Man, what's up, y'all? Said it's this Reese. On my way to the gym. I reckon y'all might be recording today. So anyway, Ran, where the beat at, son?
Oh,
man.
I'll let
Okay.
Shoot me an email. And man, let's get this thing cracking, son. I'm ready to drop some hot joints.
Hey, yo, word, son. Word up. Hey, yo, Ran. Hey, yo. Where the beats at, cat? Word.
You know what? I'm getting that. I'm finna send it to you very soon. You remember those 2 tracks that we got from T?
Right.
I'm gonna send him either one or both of those
Okay.
because I couldn't get a concept with him.
So are we going to follow the Reese's lead on these? Is that what we doing?
I have a whole idea
Okay.
about how I want to do that, and I'm gonna hit Reese up on that. And Bloodline coming soon.
We just finished another Bloodline session right before we started recording. That's
Yep.
why we sound like this, because we tired. We motherfucking tired.
Yeah, we got a few more done.
Right.
The Reese from the Shoot from the Hip show will be debuting on the Bloodline project.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
You know when DJ hear this, he going to be mad.
Yeah, but we're not going to leave DJ out.
Okay.
We're not going to leave DJ out.
All right. We all looked over there what DJ said.
Yeah, we
like,
look at that blank
it's
spot.
all good, DJ. I know you're here in spirit. It's all good.
Blank spot on the couch.
Yeah. DJ Spot, we got you, bro.
But on that note, man, I think we pretty much we gave the people.
Yeah, we gave them what they came for.
Yeah, we gave them what we want.
Gave them what they came
We
for.
touched on the subjects that we did where we
kept the fuckery to a minimum.
a slight bit of fuckery.
I mean, you know, come on now.
Hey, okay. By the way, the reason why this show's partially been fuckeryless is this was a dry show. In case y'all hadn't noticed,
No liquor.
we didn't drink anything.
Mm-mm.
I got a little Gatorade right here. So we don't have a jingle or none of that shit because Humvee's not here, and we don't have y'all have heard me speak pretty much the entire show without stumbling.
You know, now that you mention it, that's probably why fuckery levels have been low.
Yeah, because
There's no
our
alcohol
BAC
to
is low.
drive the fuckery.
Yeah, our BAC has been low.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up, Jay?
I'm sleepy.
Look at that.
Head ass.
Well, you can find me.
And St. Louis rolling on dub.
Oh, we haven't done that in like 70 episodes. You can find me on the Facebook as Ill Ran.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on the IG as Ill Ran.
Okay.
And you can find me on the Twitter,
Why?
because I be Twittering,
Oh.
as ill_ran_is_bike.
You can find me on Instagram and the Twitter at JYoung713. I do not do the Facebook.
Because Facebook's for old folks.
For old, wrinkled, stanky, Ben Gay smelling, Morgan Freeman spot having ass Turned up in front, boots wearing ass.
Oh, golly. Okay, we get it. We get it, Jay.
And that's about it.
All right, that's it for the Yeah I Said It podcast. 601-641-9474. You can call us and drop us a line.
There you go.
DJ the DJ is not here, but you know what?
Don't find him, he'll find you.
You are listening to the Yeah I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.